Good evening and welcome to the 2020 Division I Field Hockey Selection Show. I'm your host, Will Haskett. We hope the wait has been worth it to get to this moment. While the championship will take place here in 2021, tonight begins the process of crowning a 2020 national champion. And it will be a select field of just 12 teams. And with 9 of those 12 already in via conference automatic qualifiers, that leaves us just 3 precious at-large bids to announce tonight. First round action will face off next Friday, April the 30th. The winners of those 4 matches meeting the top 4 seeds in the second round 2 days later. First and second round games taking place this year at both Penn State and North Carolina, while the national semifinals and championship will be in Chapel Hill on May 7th and 9th, all played at Karen Shelton Stadium. Who will be advancing there is a question we can only answer by first answering who is in and who they play. So let's dive right into the bracket, shall we, and start unveiling the teams. We start with the top overall seed receiving a bye to the second round. That belongs to North Carolina. No real surprise there. The reigning champions have had to wait a few extra months to defend their crown, but now pursue a record-tying 9th national title, fresh off capturing the ACC's automatic qualifying spot. The Tar Heels have won 15 straight dating back to the fall portion of the schedule, but not without drama. They have played 4 straight overtime contests, including a 3-2 double overtime win over Wake Forest to secure the automatic bid. Erin Matson scored her 25th goal of the year in that one, the most outstanding player from the 2019 championship run. She led the ACC in goals and assists, and again, you know will be a force in this tournament. They face the winner of a first-round matchup, which starts with Miami of Ohio, winners of the MAC and its automatic berth. 4 straight NCAA tournament appearances for the Redhawks, which dominated the conference in all areas this season. The offense featured 4 of the top 8 goal scorers in the conference for a team that averaged nearly 3 per contest. And it would be an emotional battle with Stanford. The Cardinals survived 2 overtimes against Monmouth to capture the America East Championship earlier today. Sarah Johnson, the hero, yet again netting the game winner in the second extra period to extend the season with the program's 18th NCAA tournament berth. Their backs against the wall, Stanford showing grit today, and they will play at least one more. Our first at-large selection comes off the board next with Northwestern. The Wildcats squeeze into their 16th tournament with an at-large bid out of the Big Ten. The Wildcats put their faith in the committee's hand after a semifinal loss in the Big Ten tournament, but a youth movement in Evanston could lead to the program's first national title. Maddie Zimmer was named Big Ten Freshman of the Year. That makes back-to-back years with a all Big Ten Freshman of the Year for Northwestern. That's the first time it's happened in program history. They face Delaware in the opener. The 2016 national champions return fresh off a thrilling run today to the Colonial Tournament Championship. Entering as the 3 seed, the Blue Hens blanked William & Mary in the semifinals and then took down top-seeded James Madison in a 3-2 overtime thriller to get another crack at a second national title. They were down 2-0 in the third quarter. Delaware scored 3 unanswered, including the equalizer with less than a minute to go. What a weekend for the 2016 national champs as they are back in the NCAA tournament. To our next team with a bye, a 4 seed for our second at-large selection. Hello, Iowa. The Hawkeyes earning a 3rd straight trip for the first time since 2008. A semifinal loss to Michigan in the Big Ten tournament made today a little nervous, but they easily make it in. There may not be much to prove here yet. They've lost, though, 3 of their last 5, and a regular season win over Michigan, however, is the cherry on top of this tournament resume. All right, we are halfway home and time to break some hearts because we're going to take the final at-large off the board. It's awarded to the 3 seed. That goes to Louisville, a much-deserved at-large selection for the Cardinals, who are the only team in the country to have knocked off North Carolina this season. This marks the 5th appearance in the last 6 tournaments for Louisville, which had the best defense this year in the ACC, anchored by Holland Barr in goal. Her 1.3 goals against per game was the best in the ACC. Mercedes Pastor was first-team ACC for a 3rd time and was 2nd in the ACC in goals scored this season. Our next first-round battle starts with UConn. The 5-time national champions haven't missed the tournament in 2 decades and fly into the Huskies' 32nd overall tournament behind the country's top-scoring offense and fresh off a Big East title. Averaging over 4.5 goals per game, UConn has the best offensive player in the field in Sophie Hamilton. Responsible for over 4 points per game, she leads the nation in both goals and assists, and not surprising was named the Big East Offensive Player of the Year. UConn facing Rider in the first round. What a run to the first NCAA tournament for the Bronx. They outshot LIU 18-2 in a 5-0 win to capture the Northeast Conference's automatic bid. Tess Van Ameren scored twice and had 2 assists in that complete victory, earning tournament MVP honors. Not too shabby from a player that had just 1 goal and 1 assist in all the games leading into that championship. All right, a big unveil next. We say hello to VCU. Welcome the Rams to the tournament for the first time in as champs of the A-10. The top defense in the conference all season flexed that muscle in the A-10 tournament with 2 shutout victories to earn the conference's automatic berth. A top 10 defense nationally has Sasha Elliott in goal. She gives up just over half a goal per contest this season. She'll be tested defensively in the opening round by Bucknell. The Patriot League champions are dancing for the first time in program history. They were down 1-0 late against Boston. Carrie Melberger scored the game-tying goal and pushed the game to overtime, and it was Kaylin Long's turn to be the hero. She scored 7.5 minutes into overtime to make it official for the Bison. The party is still going on as the team travels home, and now will get to travel to the NCAA tournament. One more team to go. 2 seed belongs to Michigan. 20 years after the program's lone NCAA title, the Wolverines may have the roster to get title number 2 this year. The best defense in the Big Ten held opponents to less than half a goal per game, including just 1 goal allowed in April to close out the regular season. Anna Speaker is in goal with the second best save percentage in the country. You know that defense wins championships, and maybe a little offense is all the Wolverines will need. They're a perfect 10-0 this season when they score 2 or more goals in a contest. And there you have it, all 12 teams still alive in pursuit of a national championship. One more look there at the bracket, and with the matchup set, all eyes will now focus on the first round games this coming Friday. The top seeds await the winners coming up on May the 2nd, with the final 4 remaining teams earning a spot in the national semifinals on May the 7th. Those games take place at Karen Shelton Stadium, as does the championship match on May the 9th, also from Chapel Hill. You can watch the first and second rounds right here on NCAA.com, while the semifinals will be on ESPN3, the championship game on ESPNU. Thank you so much for joining us today. Congratulations and best of luck to all the student athletes competing in this year's championship.
For the win! If a champion can teach us anything, it's to stay hungry, to keep our resolve, and to prepare for what's next. So to the players in the college sports community who never stop believing, the end goal is in sight, the ultimate rally, a comeback for all ages. For the fans, the teams, and most importantly, the players. Let's bring on the next champion. We're ready.